And I'm here with Chris Pache from the Stockton Heat. He's going to talk a little bit about sports with us, about, a little bit of hockey trivia, but mainly also the fun family activities that you can expect when you head on down to a Heat game. Welcome. Always good to see you back here.
Good to see you as well. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so really quick, catch us up on the Heat. How are they doing right now?
We're actually doing pretty well since we were in here a couple weeks ago. It's been on quite the winning streak. We've won 3 in a row at home, so it's been a slower start to the year, but we've been playing much better of late, and it's good to see as we head into the home stretch of the season.
Yeah. Okay. So a rough beginning makes a good ending, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
there you go. Okay. So you guys have the Mardi Gras game coming up on Friday. You like to have these themed games to get your your patrons, if you will, involved in the game. So tell us a bit what they can expect when they come on out to Mardi Gras Night.
Yeah. So one of the things that we try and do in the front office is have different theme nights, and one of the big ones that we're having this weekend is Mardi Gras Night, and we have specialty jerseys. So one of my favorite parts about really the entire season is
look at the colors. That's
exactly.
Awesome.
It's a cool looking jersey, and it's probably the most unique jersey we've had in the 4 years of the Heat. I just think this year one of the things we're going for, in addition to the family-friendly atmosphere, is also kind of that party feel that people can come out and have a fun night at the rink. And I think these jerseys just they kind of embrace that, and I think the cool part about it is that fans have the opportunity to bid on those jerseys during the game,
really?
And you can walk away that night with a jersey that the players just wore during the game. So it's a super cool opportunity that you get to see at a minor league sports level, but you wouldn't necessarily see if you go to a Sharks game or something like that.
Yeah,
so.
no, that's a lot of fun. I love that. And there's also opportunities too for the fans to get involved with the team. I heard a rumor that they may have a chance to skate with them on the ice and stuff.
Yeah, so this past weekend was really cool, and there's some pictures here. Yeah, it's pretty adorable, and I think that's one of the best parts about people coming out. And the great part about this past weekend's event, and we do these every year, is you don't have to be a season ticket holder to have this event. Anyone that was at the game could skate on the ice with players, and it's just a great opportunity for some of these young kids to be able to, see the people that are on the ice and get to meet them. And they're not just people that are fully, padded in gear, that they're people as well. And so it's a cool opportunity, and that was this past weekend, and there will be a chance for autographs after the game on Saturday. Just a fun weekend.
And is this something you do once a year, or does this occur every other month? Or how often do people have this opportunity?
Yeah, so this year we did 2 skates. It kind of depends. Normally 2 or 3 skates during the season. And then we have a bunch of different perks that our season ticket holders get. One of them is having a skate, just with the full season members. But this one that we had this past weekend was open to everyone, which is, great. And we try and encourage not just people to come for the full season, but also if you just come for a few games, you should get rewarded with a cool experience as well.
Absolutely. Okay, and obviously the best way to find out about those things is to make sure they follow you. We're going to share with them in just a little bit where they need to go to make sure that they can stay up on the schedule and all the great things happening with the Heat. But first, though, there's a lot of people watching that are like, oh, I'd love to go to a hockey game, but I just don't know enough about the game to feel fully engaged. Because trust me, you've got to go to a Heat game, regardless if you've ever been to a hockey game before or not, or you understand the game, because the energy is just so infectious. It's just so much fun.
Yeah, it's much better in person. I mean, it's one of those games that you can watch on TV, and I think people say this about a lot of sports, but football, basketball, they're for the most part made for TV, whereas hockey, it's just a completely different experience. You can get seats close to the ice,
much fun
for a cheap price. It's much different in person. It's fun.
So. It's very engaging. Okay, but let's go ahead and lay some knowledge on people real fast.
Let's do it.
I have a list here of some questions to kind of help you all understand how the game works, but also to test Chris's hockey knowledge. Okay, here's your first question, Chris. We're going to start with positions. Okay, I'm going to describe them to you, and then you tell me which position this is on the ice. Okay, you're like, please, I could do this in my sleep. Okay, what position is a forward position that primarily focuses on the middle of the ice?
It's a center, and you have one center on the ice at all times. We normally play with 4 of them in a game, and so we rotate throughout the game, and they're kind of responsible to play. They do the most skating on the ice. So if you see someone that's, buzzing up and down, most likely they're a center.
Okay, so they have to be a really strong skater.
Yeah, strong skater, and they're probably the players that move the most on the ice and have the most responsibility.
Okay, all right. Okay, we only have time, I'm sorry, for just one more question. So at least you all know what a center is. Okay, now we're going to move on to just one more. What position comes in pairs of 2 and complete the 3-man forward line?
So the wingers. So we have basically we've got the goalie, 2 defensemen, and then the 3 forwards. There's a center in the middle, wingers on the outside. the player on our team with the most goals this year, Kirby Reichel. He's got 21 goals. He's a winger. So offense comes from those players for the most part. And they're the players that are kind of near where the people are sitting at the game, kind of towards the sides of the rink on the boards.
Okay, so if you go to the game and you're positioned right there by the glass, you're going to be seeing a lot of action from the wingers.
Yes,
are they likely the ones that get mushed up against the glass during some of the action?
You could say that's all 5 of the players, but yes, the wingers as well. So,
okay, I'm sorry. I was told to ask one more question for you, all right? What is not permitted in the playing rules of hockey, but considered to be most fans, but considered by most fans, that is, to be just simply a part of the game and likely a part of the game that really draws people out?
Yeah, so one of the things that I think hockey is so unique is the fighting.
Yes. Yes.
So this past, it was 2 weeks ago, we had the most penalty minutes in a game this season. It was at home, 100 penalty minutes. So there were 4 fights, and probably our most viewed Facebook video, I think in the Heat's history, it's got almost 150,000 views, is a fight that we had from a couple weeks ago. So
no way.
If you haven't seen it already, go to our Facebook page. It's definitely a part of the game. Yeah, it's a part of the game that is part of the aspect of hockey, and so it definitely draws people into the game for sure.
I think it's hockey culture, right?
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
You can't do that in every day, but you can do it at a hockey rink, and it's part of the game.
There you go. Okay, Chris, where can our viewers go so they can follow you guys? They can know about all the awesome things that you guys have going on.
Yeah, we try and be super active on social media. So we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. At AHL Heat is our handle. And then if you want to go for tickets, just call our office. We've got reps in there right now, 209-373-1500, or you can go to our website, StocktonHeat.com.
Excellent, Chris. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.